Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where last episode we just dealt with a bunch of rebellions, and that is absolutely great. I'm hoping that this episode, well, we are 16 direct vassals above our limit. We do need to deal with that, but I was hoping that this episode we would be able to handle some more expansion. That would be nice. Where are these 16 vassals at? Ah. Yeah, that would do it. Let's see, a lot of these could move into the Kingdom of Gur, but I would like to revoke some of these kingdoms. This would actually be a solid one to revoke, the Kingdom of Songhai here. So we revoke that one, and we, of course, are going to need to hand these titles out. So we're going to have to do a little bit of cleanup here with our vassals. We want to... Let's see, this is the Kingdom of Songhai here. We want to destroy this title. So we'll destroy that. And then we will head over to one of these, like Kebi. All three of these could be successfully destroyed. This kingdom I wouldn't mind destroying and moving into Darfur. Actually, we're going to do it this way. We're going to revoke the Kingdom of Darfur. And then we have to pin that open and go in like that. Okay, that's a little awkward. We'll destroy that title, and we'll need to hand out these as well. Let's see, that puts us at 14 and 14. And then we can move all of that into this guy. So, we're going to do something along the lines of this. And this is going to take a little bit of time to clean up all of this vassal issue. For sure. But we'll grant these all over. And that looks absolutely great. We're very, very happy that this is all being consolidated together over here. Okay, now this over here is a bit of a problem. The Kingdom of Gurma, I would like to revoke, or one of these specifically, I would like to revoke. I guess we'll move these guys into the Kingdom of Gurma. I don't love it, but we can have the Kingdom of Gurma move out over this way. And then the Kingdom of Gur can be down here. Let's see. This one should absolutely be revoked. The EUIV Kingdom. There we go. And then the EUIV Kingdom would need to be destroyed. Is that a titular kingdom? Hang on. Let's see here. We'd have a lot of kingdoms here, that's for sure. Where did that kingdom go? It may have been renamed. There's the Kingdom of Canaan there. We can grant that over to, like, Yorubaland. So, I mean, there's a lot over here for sure. Let's see. This kingdom would need to be revoked. Like so. And then I'd destroy that title. We come in over here, grant that. Okay. And then there's the Kingdom of Kebi, and this kingdom down here as well. We could have all of that move into Yorubaland. So we revoke this title, the Kingdom of Kebi. Cool. And that could get destroyed as well. And then we go down over here, and we revoke that title. Okay. Now, I'm not going to destroy any more for right now. I'll call that good, but I do want to hand out a bunch of this. We've made it way worse at this point. We're 36 vassals above our direct limit, and that is to be expected. We're now 37 direct vassals above our limit. So we're going to need to grant out a bunch of these vassals over here, and I'm going to be using the Enter key to make this go a little bit quicker. There's a lot of vassal granting that needs to happen over here. That's part of Borgu. I suppose they can fight over that. No, I don't want to work on the feudal contract. I just want to grant the vassals. Okay. I really do wish that you could grant multiple vassals in one go, but sadly that is not a possibility. Okay. We'll need to check elsewhere to see if there are other locations that have big problems, but for now, this should be fine. She's going to have some stability issues, I'm willing to bet. And then up over here, I think we want this to be the boundary here. Borgu can get this, and then the Kingdom of Gur can get all of this over here. I think that's fine. Something along the lines of this. So how many vassals are we going to have left after this is done? Well, a whole lot less, I can tell you that. But I don't think this is going to make the vassal limit issue go away. To some degree, the vassal limit issue simply isn't going to go away. This war is over at this point, so we can grant that into, say, Adal, or we could give it to Outer Acheron since they didn't rebel. Sure. Okay, so that puts us at 2 direct vassals above our limit. That's not too bad. This is going to be... That's going to be annoying. Okay, I probably shouldn't do that. Sure. Let's look up over this way, see if we can get rid of any other titles. The answer appears to be a definite no. And we can revoke more kingdoms and combine them together. Like, for example, this. Although we don't have a title revocation reason. We do on this guy. Okay. And then all of those vassals can move in over here. Since we have no title revocation reason, this seems fine. Okay, we've got a couple of duchies down over this way that could move into, like, this guy. He's really quite awkward. Okay. Well, that's not very de jure at all. We're going to grant vassals. He's at war. That's unfortunate. So we can't move this duchy away. Defending in a liberty war? Sure. So what does that put us at? We're at 3 direct vassals above. There is a duchy over here that we could move into, say, Yemen. Cool. So 2 direct vassals above, and then once we're able to hand out this guy, we'll be 1 direct vassal above. I wouldn't mind getting rid of, like, this kingdom, but that's not a rebellion kingdom. Anybody over here rebel? Or up over this way, maybe? Yes, this guy did. We can revoke that kingdom. Cool. And then we hold this title. We need to grant that out. And then we need to grant some of these over. So we can grant this into, say, this kingdom. Yes, he did rebel, but we'll do it anyway. There we go. And then there's this duchy here. There we go. Into Tuva you go. And that puts us at 1 direct vassal above. Fantastic. Okay. And I think rather than destroying the kingdom titles in the future, we can just hold the kingdom titles for the kings that we don't want. So that way they don't recreate them. That'll be okay. Primogeniture will prevent any issues from that. So that should be completely fine. At this point, I'm ready to continue expansion. We could go to Kong, and I would love to seize all de jure lands here, but that's only the single county, which isn't ideal. What else do we have for claims here? Not a whole lot is the answer. We could do a holy war for a duchy and go for, like, this duchy here. That would be 3 counties? No, 4 counties. What else do we have? 3 counties, 4 counties, 2 counties. So it doesn't really matter which of these we go for. Honestly, I think that any way we slice it, we're going to create border core. So this seems fine. We'll go ahead and do that. Akan, can we now force vassalize? Yes, we can. Beautiful. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then we've got Manding over here that we could also force vassalize. Done. And then we've got Ghana up here that we could also force vassalize. Done. Okay, Quad Wars seems good to me. We're going to raise up our men-at-arms here. And do we need more than men-at-arms? I really, really don't think so. Okay. And that's going on again. Okay, there we go. And in we go. Enemy allies are joining wars. That's to be expected. Not a problem, though. We're going to be able to take over all of this stuff over here fairly soon, and that's great. Yes, they're going to siege some of our locations. This is fine. Challenge for artifact. We decline. I want to check in on this duchy over here. He's at 65%. Okay, sounds good. We'll check in with him again soon. But for now, let's wipe these guys, Akan, off the map. There we go. 16% war score. Not the greatest, but it's okay. We'll get this ticking war score. Actually, we won't get ticking, will we? It's just going to be kind of generally a little bit awkward because their capital's all the way up here. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, these guys are sieging over here. I don't really care too much about that. So we'll wrap up these sieges and head on over this way. That puts us at 64% war score. Are we going to get enough? 81. Maybe. If this is worth the same as these last couple of counties have been, we'll get enough. If it's worth the same as the others, we won't quite. I guess we'll find out. Hey, fantastic. So that war's over. We get ourselves a shiny new vassal to add to our vassal limit issues. And that's fantastic. We also got ourselves a new war here. Okay. So we're fighting over here to defend a location. Specifically, the Duchy of Casa. Which would be this. Okay. Seems fine. We will raise up some regular troops over here. We're going to need a few thousand. They may try to come and stack wipe us. We'll see if they get there in time. It looks like they will. That's fine. That's completely okay. We're going to head up over this direction and work on sieging. And we're going to raise up over... I'm thinking about over here. Actually, no. We're going to raise up down here and embark them. So we'll raise everything here. And these guys retreat down to here, which is completely okay. That's fine. These guys are going to run around up here for a bit. We need to wrap up some of these other wars, and we'll get those done quickly enough. In theory. We are going to need a few extra troops here, and we will start raising them. This siege is done, and we're going to head in over this way. We need to get this for ticking, of course. Okay, what do we got going on here? 688, that's fine. We're going to head to their capital up here next. And we're going to want, like, I don't know, 10,000 over here. Something like that. Should be sufficient, in theory. Okay, this'll do. So we will stop gathering these guys. These guys will keep them gathering until such a time as these arrive. Okay, he learned Armenian. That's impressive. And we're going to head up over this direction. We are currently at 60% war score. Now, their army is down here, and we could defeat that pretty easily, but I don't really want to chase it. I just want to head up over this direction for right now and siege our way up to Manding. I want to head up this direction and get that done as soon as we can. These guys will arrive here shortly, and we are going to head out over this direction and re-siege, or rather de-siege that. Cool. We're going to continue sieging our way up north, and we should, I think, end this war shortly. What just happened here? These guys are now independent. That's awkward. Okay. We just lost a bunch of our occupation over here. That's really rude. We're going to turn around and come back over this way. And we're going to have to chase down their army at this point. That is going to delay things a bit. This siege is going to go pretty slowly, but that's fine. We will put in a siege commander. That will be, say... I'm sure we've got one here. Right? Right? This entire empire, and we don't have a single person who is currently available to lead a siege. Fantastic. Well, that's exciting. We're going to head over this way. This war definitely made me sad. There's no doubt about that, but we'll get it wrapped up nevertheless. We're going to chase these guys down. I really didn't want to chase them, but I feel like I don't really have a choice. There's not sufficient war score up over here now. And that's because he released his vassal there. It was very rude. Oh, we died. Okay. So we are out of some of those wars, but not all of them. This war we're not out of. These two we are. And, of course, we need to change from the Magadan Empire to the Empire of the Bizarro Ottomans. We'll make that be our primary title. And that means that we're going to have vassal issues again here pretty soon. So we are going to need to choose a lifestyle. I want to check to see... Okay, skill 22 wife sounds good. We'll put her on managed domain. That puts us at 14 out of 13. And let's get ourselves a chancellor. We're going to go with powerful vassals here for the time being. We'll replace them after they start to rebel. Okay. Looks good there. Let's check in on this guy over here. Okay, he is no longer at war. So we're going to grant him over. Are we greedy? We're greedy. Okay, that's going to be interesting. Cool. So we need to wrap up these wars, of course, and we're going to need to choose a lifestyle focus. I think that learning education doesn't really matter for us here. We're to go for domain focus, just so that we can get to 14 of 14, hopefully. And yeah, we'll just go ahead and do that. We don't have a crown equipped. We don't have any sort of armor equipped, or a weapon, or regalia. We're lacking a trinket as well. Okay, there we go. Some of these things could use repairs. We'll go ahead and do so. Okay. So we're going to catch these guys here. That will end this one. Accept your gifts. Oh, that's only 89%. Wow. We only got 29% from that battle. Okay. We're going to head up here and siege, I guess. We do have ticking war score, so that's something. We became the dynasty head, and we are going to hand out one title up here just to make sure that we're no longer above our domain limit. And that is going to be this one here, but we'll go ahead and upgrade it first. There we go. Cool. So this war is now complete. We'll enforce those demands. Then we're going to have to hand these titles out. And they are going to be granted to this guy. Now, we're greedy, so this is going to be stressful. But it needs to happen. Next, this army is going to head up over this direction. They'll arrive there in 7 months, and that's fine for the moment. And yes, we do gain a stress level. We should probably host a lavish feast to drop off our stress level a bit. And what do we got going on here? An independence faction that is unsurprising. No liberty faction behind it right now. Okay. Sounds good. So we're going to cap this back. That will be complete very shortly here. Man, all of those options give us stress. Yikes. We're going to head up over this way. And our men-at-arms will arrive over here soon enough. I think. Well, actually, no, not soon enough. These guys are going to send their demands shortly. We should try to get something done here. Actually, yeah, this is fine. We'll bounce that faction for the time being. I do expect that it comes back, but that will buy us time. Cool. So we're going to head up over this way and fight these guys a bit. They do have ticking war score at this time. So actually, we should come over here and take that back. We're going to fight these guys, it looks like. And they're not bringing in reinforcements. That's interesting. I'm not sure why they've chosen not to bring back reinforcements. Let's see, our player heir is already 25. So there's not a lot we can do with this guy. Okay. Currently no faction, but that will change later. We will definitely have factionalism. Almost certainly. They gave up their siege, and we're going to come up here and fight them. This should probably stack wipe. Oh yeah, I think that'll stack wipe. There we go. And who are we actually at war with here? Okay. Looks good. So we're just going to head up to Bambouk and siege. We are slow sieging over here. But this looks fine. We're going to fast siege our way over this way. And we'll be done with this war pretty quickly. Maybe we actually just go for their capital, looking at this layout. I think we just go for their capital. We siege so quickly. So we just go up over here, siege that way, and that should end the war. Oh yeah. This should definitely end the war. Okay, we got a son. Sounds good. And we're sieging back the war goal here, 3 months left. And yep, we do have factionalism brewing here. This was fully expected, but we've got 8 months on that, and we should be fine. I don't think this is a problem. This war will be over. And we enforce our demands and disband our troops. Okay, so for now, we're going to leave this all be. And we're at 13 of 14 right now, so let's hop on over this way and take back Cadiz. So we will revoke this title. And we're going to swap over to diplomatic focus as soon as we can. We're not going to be able to change that until 1351, though. So for now, we're not going to be able to do forced vassalizations because we died, but that's fine. We're going to get a few more constructions done in locations where we can. We're very close to getting these all maxed out, and that is fantastic. Okay. We're not going to do anything at all about this faction. Yeah, nothing at all. We're going to let them fire. And who are we going to go after in the actual war here? That is something we need to think about. So... That's all a little bit awkward. We could go after this guy. That's reasonably close and consolidated together. I don't hate that. I wanted to grab ourselves a dynasty legacy here. We could grab earning respect if we wanted to. Vassal limit? Yes, please. We're absolutely going for assertive rulers. There we go. We're gaining 8.2 renown at this point. And the question is, do we get the next one by the end of the game or not? It'll cost us 67.50. And we're gaining, well, 67.30 is what we need. So let me pull up a calculator here. 67.30, and then we divide that by 8.2 to get us our monthly number. So that's 820.73 months. We'll call it 821 divided by 12. That is 68 years. We will definitely get it by the end of the game, but that is going to be 68 and a half years in the future. Okay. So that's going to be a while, no doubt about that. How's this anything but a local problem? Okay, this is an acceptable ransom. This is also acceptable. And we're going to hop over here. We need to bring that control level back up. So let's grab this guy and work on the control level. Actually, we've got control level issues in 2 locations here. This is at 92. That's going to get up to 100 by its own, or by itself pretty quickly. So that's not really that big of a concern. These guys can send their ultimatums at any time, and actually, she is in this faction. I think we go for her. So we're going to raise up our troops right here, and we're going to raise our men-at-arms. How many troops does she have? Around 13,000. Okay. So we're going to raise up around 10k here. This will be good. And where are our men-at-arms at? They're only 2 days away. Fantastic. We're going to go into Constantinople. Send your demand. Any moment now. Demand artifact, we decline. Come on. Send your demand. You can do it. Are we going to have to provoke this faction? They don't seem interested. To be clear, we can provoke them. Apparently we're a deviant. Okay. Sure. We lost a level of devotion, but that's fine. The first army of Constantinople is raising. Are they going to send it after they're done raising? Maybe. I mean, we're already here. They can't beat us. Royal event timeouts, but that's fine. We have bigger problems right now. Well, at any rate, it is about time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we're going to see if they send their demand fairly quickly. If they don't, we're going to have to provoke the faction. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, Sigma162, JJ Gamer, Spartan News, Rose Valentine, Nick Smarty, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.